Richard Sherman has been one of the best NFL corners since 2011. Oddly enough, 24 cornerbacks were taken ahead of him in the 2011 NFL Draft. Today we're going to look at 5 of the worst cornerback selections from that draft and how Richard Sherman compares to the rest of them. Let's begin. Note, guys like Patrick Peterson and Jimmy Smith do not count because they actually had good careers in the NFL. We're talking about the absolute worst picks before Richard Sherman was taken in the 5th round. Let's start with the corner DeMarcus Van Dyke. DeMarcus Van Dyke was taken 81st overall in the 2011 NFL Draft out of the University of Miami. In his rookie year with the Raiders, he intercepted only one pass. His longest stint with an NFL team was with the Steelers from 2012 to 2013. After the 2013 season, he jumped around 2 teams on their practice squad. He'll get one more shot of playing professional football with the Atlanta Falcons in 2016 and was out the NFL after that season. Now, ironically enough, there were 3 corners that were taken 3 consecutive picks in the 3rd round of this draft. The first corner being John Patrick, who was taken 88th overall out of Louisville to the New Orleans Saints. Next corner was Sharice Wright, 89th overall, that was taken by the Chargers out of USC. And Curtis Marsh, who was picked by the Eagles 90th overall out of Utah State. All 3 of them combined for 3 career interceptions. And the one guy that had some sort of career was Sharice Wright, who actually played football last season for the Texans, but as of currently right now, he's a free agent who's played on 6 different teams. The next corner that was taken that turned out to be a bust was Curtis Brown, 95th overall selection from the 2011 NFL Draft, taken out of the University of Texas. He got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers and played 3 seasons there. Into the 2014 offseason, he was released after he failed to complete his 2013 campaign by tearing his ACL. He was given another shot with the New York Jets in 2015, but never made the roster. He last played professional football for the Rough Riders of the CFL in 2016. In his 3-year career in the NFL, he had only 44 tackles and no interceptions. The next cornerback is a guy by the name of Jaleel Brown, who played collegiately at the University of Colorado. He was actually Jimmy Smith's teammate in the University of Colorado. Got drafted 118th overall in the 2011 NFL Draft to the Kansas City Chiefs, which he only played 2 seasons, and then proceeded a long road to a journeyman career in the National Football League. He played for the Colts in 2013, then to the Dolphins for 2 seasons, and then back to the Colts, back to the Dolphins, and then back to the Colts, in which he finally played his final season in 2015. He finished his career with only 6 pass deflections and no interceptions. Ironically enough, there was one guy that was drafted a couple spots ahead of Richard Sherman, who's actually had a decent career, and his name is Buster Skrine. He was picked 137th overall out of UT Chattanooga. He was drafted by the Browns in the 2011 NFL Draft. As of 2019, he is currently on the Chicago Bears roster into the 2019 offseason. If it's one thing that all these guys have in common, is that they had wished that they had a similar career that Richard Sherman has had in the NFL, considering the fact that he was a mid-5th round pick. There were 3 cornerbacks taken in the 1st round in the 2011 NFL Draft. Richard Sherman has not only played up to par of a 1st round pick, but he's outplayed some of the corners that were taken in the 1st round in 2011. 3 of the corners that were taken in the 2011 NFL Draft in the 1st round, 2 of them Richard Sherman has easily outplayed, and that would be Jimmy Smith of the Baltimore Ravens and Prince Amukamara, who was taken by the New York Giants. Now, it might be good reason why Richard Sherman fell to the 5th round in the 2011 NFL Draft. What people don't know is that when Richard Sherman committed to Stanford after he left high school, he committed as a wide receiver and played his freshman and sophomore campaign as a wide receiver. But Richard Sherman had a change of heart, and he went up to his coach and said that he wanted to switch from wide receiver to defensive back, and the wish was granted, and he became a corner. So he really only played 2 years of cornerback and in the defensive backfield for the University of Stanford. But regardless of fact, he has been one of the best, if not the best, corner in the past 8 or 9 years in the NFL, and especially one of the 1 or the 2 best corners in this decade that we're currently in right now. Alright guys, if you made it to the end of the video, I would like you to please click the like button as well as subscribe for more content. You won't be disappointed.